It is the Next Gear Green on podtech.net. I'm Matt Kelly here in San Francisco on the Presidio Parade Grounds. I'm joined today by Jeff Morrill. He is Marketing Director for Vectrix. We're really excited to have him on the show today. We're also really excited to have a new sponsor for PodTech's The Next Gear Green, and that is Audible.com, one of the largest internet repositories of spoken audio content on the internet, over 35,000 titles. You can go to Audible.com and get a free audiobook today just by signing up. Go to audible.com/nextgear. Jeff, first of all, congratulations on an exciting event here today, the launch, the West Coast launch of the zero emissions vehicle, the Vectrix. We're really excited about it.
Thank you, Matt. We're super excited to be here with the world's first ZEV. It's a zero emission vehicle, two-wheel bike. We've literally just started launching in the U.S. We've shipped a bunch of bikes to consumers around the U.S. and we're here in California to a resounding consumer response.
And I gotta say, this probably is the marketplace that this bike would really take off. You've got congestion problems in traffic, in city traffic as well as freeway traffic, and I can't wait to see this bike in my hometown in Los Angeles.
It's almost the perfect storm. I mean, the need from consumers is there. People want to make a difference. They want to stop relying on all the external oil and just reduce our emissions in the environment. And the Vectrix does that for them. And it's a little fun.
Well, talk to me about the vehicle first. Introduce us to this zero emissions vehicle.
Well, it's been 10 years in development. We spent a lot of time and we really wanted to make a statement and come out with a quality vehicle. We didn't compromise at all. You see Brembo brakes, Pirelli tires. We went to high-end manufacturing partners to assemble a product that really made a statement for electric vehicles. We didn't come out and want to go halfway, so we went all the way with the Vectrix.
This is with Brembo brakes, and there is a regenerative braking component to the bike?
Absolutely. We have patented technology where we've got forward and reverse. So if you're sitting here or backing into a parking spot on the hills in San Francisco, you just go backwards and you back in, so you don't have to muscle it on a hill. More importantly, you're going across town and you want to stop, you're going 35 miles an hour, you just reverse the throttle and the motor goes in reverse, pulls you to a stop. You do not use the disc brakes, which saves on wear and tear and service money down the road. But more importantly, while you're stopping with the throttle, it recharges the battery another 10 to 12%.
Talk to me about the battery for a second. This is a lithium ion or a nickel metal hydride
It's
battery?
a nickel metal hydride. The battery is underneath the seat, so you've got a low center of gravity in the bike, which produces a very smooth, very satisfying ride.
And where's the battery coming from? Is it an A123 Systems battery, or what's your distributor for the battery?
We've got a couple different distributors that we're working with right now.
Okay, great. We understand that the bike is got an MSRP, manufactured suggested retail price, of about $11,000. You're confident in that price point?
I think we wanted to come out and make a statement in the marketplace. We didn't want people to think, well, that's not good enough. We've got a price point based on the value we believe we deliver to consumers. We're having trouble keeping them in stock, so we'll let the consumers vote on that.
Back to the battery, how long do you expect it to last, and what's the replacement cost for one?
We have a 2-year warranty on the whole Vectrix vehicle. The battery has a life of about 10 years or 5,000 miles a year. We don't foresee that being an issue, so it's all covered under the warranty at this point.
Great. Tell me more about the bike.
Well,
First of all, it's quiet.
It's very quiet. In a minute, we'll actually turn it on, and it's people are surprised. What we usually do is put it in reverse, and they go, "It's on," and they're like totally surprised. But we wanted to create a high-performance vehicle that was also comfortable. You know, it's an urban commuting vehicle, so you see the seats are rather big and broad for better comfort. So you can carry a passenger, and it's not like they're riding on a skinny tail-end seat of a motorcycle. They're comfortable, they're safe. We have a backrest option that would offer more security for, you know, a spouse or whatever, so that they're comfortable going forward. And we've got cargo boxes for the back and the side for carrying your briefcase. But we really built in some space to begin with. If you just pop the trunk here, the seat comes up and you pull a helmet out and there we are. I store my briefcase and my computer when I'm not riding it with my helmet right in there. And the exciting part is it's electric. You pull out the cord and you walk over the wall and you plug it in. So ideally, we'll get to points where there are charging stations all around the U.S. at local partner locations where you can go sit and have a coffee and then charge up while you're needing a little more juice.
Well, let's talk about the recharging capabilities of the vehicle. How far can you go on a single charge of the battery? How fast? And how long does it take it to recharge?
Sure, there's a couple questions in there. The first one is range, and our average range is 40 to 60 miles. It's a little dependent on the driver. So if you're driving aggressively, you're probably more towards 40. If you're, conserving the battery and just going from point A to point B, you can get up to 60 miles.
And is it freeway capable at speeds of 60 miles an hour or more?
Absolutely. Our max speed is 62 miles an hour, and I would, not recommend going a long way on the highway, but we use it around home. We go 2, 3, 4 exits on the highway at 62 miles an hour, and it's very comfortable in traffic. You're flowing just about the pace of traffic.
Great. Let's start her up.
That's the fun part.
And that's the great thing about this vehicle, is it's actually fun to drive.
It is fun. We obviously want to make sure we've got some driver safety programs that we're working on, just to make sure as new people come into the category that may not have ridden bikes for a long time, they get trained properly. They understand how the weight shifts as they're going around a turn. They know how to lean and things like that. We just want to make sure people are well prepared when they get on the Vectrix. The riding experience is similar to a motorcycle. This is much simpler in that it's automatic, so there's no gears, there's no clutch. The one difference is the regenerative braking, but we go over that in all the training classes, and we'll talk about that again. But we just want to get people on it to understand that. 2 brakes like normal, they're both up here, unlike motorcycles that have it down there. And we clearly don't have the noise that you hear in the background.
That, I think, is one of the amazing parts of this. That's a little Vespa that just drove by us, and the noise from it was incredible. Whereas we're sitting
just
in
to be clear, our motor's on right now.
That's incredible. We're actually having a conversation over the engine noise of the zero-emissions vehicle, the Vectrix. You can't really do that with any other motorcycle.
And just to prove it,
he's backing up. Great.
So we can go like that, and it's very simple. It's on. We've added a little hum that you'll hear as we start to accelerate from the start, really for awareness and safety. So if there are blind or deaf people, or even pets, as we're going down the road, they hear that little hum and they're aware that we're coming.
Wonderful.
But as we turn it on, as we're getting ready to start it up, the motor will initialize itself. When you turn it on, you see the tachometer go up there, and the ready symbol signifies that the motor is ready to be initialized. We built in several safety factors just so people wouldn't hit the throttle by mistake. So this has to be on, your kickstand needs to be up, and you have to pull in the left brake, then the right brake, and this little go button comes on. That tells you that the motor's live and active. So if we hit the throttle now, we'd pull away. You see a speedometer here. You see the go to signify it's initialized and active. You see the average range we have remaining, which is based on the current driving habits of the bike rider. So we've got 28 miles left on this charge and about half a battery.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm ready for a ride.
Well, let's go. Hop on, climb on.
Here we go.
So you ready?
I am ready. Let's go.
Here we go.
Woohoo! It's fun.
What a great view looking out at the bay. Stopped at stoplights, and because the bike says electric on the side, people cannot stop asking questions. They're like, is it real? And it's absolutely real. We're here and we just want to tell the world about the Vectrix. You've got a regular horn like that, or you can just tap it and chirp it a little bit so somebody can hear that you're coming. But if you really need to let somebody know, clearly you go like that. Let's just show that it can go up the hill without any issues.
Yeah, Jeff, I can't thank you enough. What an exciting ride to be on the back of the zero emissions vehicle, the Vectrix. Congratulations on the release and the launch today.
Thank you. We're real and we're here and we're glad to have you join us.
Well, best of success to you and your company. The Next Gear is brought to you by Audible.com, the internet's leading supplier of audio content on the net with over 35,000 titles. Get a free audiobook download today just by signing up today at audible.com/nextgear. I'm Matt Kelly for the Next Gear Green in San Francisco on podtech.net.